So my next question is, what are some misconceptions that people have about publishing in general or about indie publishing that I would like to talk about? So I think the big one for me as an indie publisher is this pervasive idea that indie publishing is somehow less, that what we publish is worse, um, which is really nonsense. There's a ton of reasons not to do traditional publishing, or that traditional publishing wouldn't be interested in a work that has nothing to do with the work's quality. So, in the end, the big five traditional publishers are ginormous corporations primarily interested in number go up. They've got, investors and traditional stock stuff going on. If they don't show returns, they don't succeed. And so they won't take risks, especially on things that don't fit neatly into a category. So they frown on cross genre. They don't like to take risks on queer works, as we all know. Um, they don't like to take chances on new authors, because what if they lose money on that new author? They don't want people who don't have existing followings. And so what gets published by the big five aren't the best books. That's not even what they're trying to publish. The big five are trying to publish the books they think will make the most money, which is not at all the same as the best books. And I'm not saying indie publishing is publishing the best books either. Book quality is part of making money. So yes, a lot of what TradPub publishes are good books. No contesting that. But a lot of what indie presses publishes are also good books. They're just books that don't fit neatly into the boxes that traditional publishing likes to try to shove everything into. And so this idea that that indie publishing is somehow less quality is not only wrong, it's just completely unhinged from what the purpose of traditional publishing and indie publishing are. Indie publishing is a space for people taking different kinds of risks, for people whose works don't fit neatly into boxes, for works that the big five don't think will make that much money. And that gives us a lot of room to find really amazing, amazing things to publish that wouldn't see the light of day otherwise. To amplify voices that don't usually get heard, to take risks and, push outside of boxes. So yeah, support indie publishing. We're not TradPub light. We're awesome. And we're different, and we're trying to do something different, and that's important. This has been an Indie Press Month Ask Me Anything with Claire. Feel free to drop any asks you might have in the comments.